एक्सेस आप फोन से कर लीजिए, किसी और से कर लीजिए। ठीक है।
इसको थोड़ा नीचे कर कैसे करते हैं?
तो हम स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, तब तक उनका आएगा तो उनका बाद में कर देंगे, हम सीक्वेंस चेंज कर देंगे।
तुम लोग थोड़ा इधर आओ। Okay, good evening everybody. Am I audible? इसको बंद करो. Can somebody tell me if I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are
Audible.
Good evening, madam.
Sorry for the late start. Actually,
Yes, you are audible.
So, good evening. I apologize for starting late. I believe Mr. Umesh has not been able to join. He's the Rajasthan team. So at the outset, I welcome all of you again to this meeting. This is a technical meeting. There have been many queries from all of you with regard to not being able to upload on the JSA app. So for that, we are here to sort out all your issues. And at the outset, I also welcome Sriram Vedire ji, who is the advisor IT. I welcome Director NIC, Shri Girish Tiwari ji. I also welcome Khushbu, who's from NWIC here, the India Virus Portal, and of course JP and AP and Shravan. They may not be visible on the screen. You all know already. So basically, and I also thank APAC for arranging this meeting. Now, basically, there are a few issues which we have discussed in an in-house meeting at 12 noon today. So there were some issues which came up that the JSA app, which has been made by Rajasthan IT team, is facing certain issues. So a decision has been taken that the JSA app will be transferred to NIC. And currently it is only operational on the Android phones. So we will be asking and requesting NIC to also make it operational on the iOS portal. But as of now, it's only Android which is working. In the remote areas, I believe you all are facing issues of data upload. All that is being sorted out. So without wasting much time, I'll just request Mr. Vedire for, a brief outline of the process by which we made the app and what is supposed to be done with it. And then we will be starting first with all the presentations. And even after the presentations, if you still have queries, we will be very, very happy to solve it for you. And I think there must be somebody, because there's so many people, there must be somebody from JJM who I welcome, and also from Amrit.
I'm there.
Who's there from JJM?
I am Murli, ma'am. I'm there.
Oh, hi, Murli. So Murli is the brain. So he's there. Very happy to see you there, Murli. And from Amrit Sarovar, JS Narega, or I think, who is there? Dharamveer Jha is there. So welcome, Dharamveer. So without much ado, over to you, Dr. Vedire.
Thank you, Archana ji. Very good evening to all. Welcome to this meeting. Basically, the Jal Shakti Abhiyan Cash Sarin campaign, we all know that it has been launched 3 to 4 years back. And every year we are trying to make it more scientific, more technology driven. And in that respect, the CNOs and the districts who already participated in the last few years, we know that we try to make it more mobile driven, mobile app driven, and GIS driven. So by saying that, basically what we are trying to perform in this program is that all the districts would use the remote sensing and GIS technologies to capture the existing watershed and water harvesting structures, water bodies, and then inventorize them using the GIS remote sensing technologies, and ground truth them using the mobile app, because the GIS expert sitting in your district office or block office would actually inventorize them by using various RS tools. And then the inventory of what has been prepared at the district and block level offices, those need to be ground truthed by the mobile app. What we call is Jal Shakti Abhiyan Catch the Rain mobile app, JSA:CTR. As Archana ji already mentioned, it's there in Google Play Store. Very soon we will make it available in the for iOS also, for Apple iPhone also. So basically, by using the mobile app, what one can do is, I think many of you would be working in various schemes of whether it is state governments or Government of India. For example, Ministry of Rural Development, the Bhuvan portal, many of you might have got interaction with that applications and portals. Whether it is watershed development or PM-KSY watershed or Mahatma Gandhi Narega, all these programs, various mobile apps are being used. And so once we use the mobile app to actually ground truth the existing water bodies, and that is a step one. And step two is actually to plan the new water bodies also by using this mobile app and various other RS and GIS layers. Then we would upload that data using the mobile app into our JSA portal. And our portal would be very soon GIS enabled. And we have various streams of data that is currently available, whether it is the Mahatma Gandhi Narega or the PM-KSY programs in Bhuvan. We also have micro irrigation water bodies census data that has been published by Ministry of Jal Shakti, Government of India. And various data that flows from the states, like the JSA, the Jal Shakti Abhiyan data that various states have shared with us during the last few years. So all this data integration would happen on our end, and we would have a a kind of broad database that would cover various umbrella programs, and even that data would be put more for more analysis and more decision support could be we will try to make it more decision support system that would help us to give us more analytical information. So I'll just take a couple of minutes, share my screen and quickly go through, and I will give you a quick heads up of a very quick, because Mr. Umesh Joshi is there from Rajasthan to explain more on the application. But I will just very quickly try to, I believe you are able to see my screen, right? Anyone, please? Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So basically, during the past few years, what we have asked the districts and block level, village level also, that you prepare the scientific approach, use the scientific approach, ridge to valley watershed concept, GIS-based technologies, and convergence of all your line departments at the block and district level. This is very crucial because we always try to work in silos. Could everyone please mute yourselves, please? Could everyone mute yourselves, please? I really appreciate it. Apart from who is speaking, yeah. So the convergence of all line department activities at this planning stage itself would be a great, achievement by itself. So as I mentioned earlier, we want to identify and prepare an inventory of existing water bodies and water harvesting structures. And thereupon, the renovation repair, wherever it is needed, you can do it. And the second step is to identify locations of new water bodies. So basically, if you look at here, I'm just using the Google imagery software here. Districts are free to use whatever GIS and RS technologies tools you have. This is a free software available, so I'm showing this. So we could enumerate all the existing water bodies and, using the Google Earth and Google imageries. And you could always, have the size of it, the shape of it, and the depth of it, and the various parameters like area, altitude, everything, all these things can be inventorized. And once that is done, there is a KMZ layer that is prepared by your GIS expert. All the inventory that has been prepared, and it is sent for ground truthing to the field. Various line departments listed in the screen, the engineers can be used for ground truthing, and the mobile app could be used. And the mobile app, which Umeshji would go more into it, I'm just showing this, various, the screenshots of the mobile app. It is pretty much, you can geotag the existing, structures, geotag newly built structures, update the existing water bodies also. And all this, longitude, latitude is a must. Apart from that, the various streams of programs are the, the kind of structure, and depending on kind of structure, type of structure, what are the various parameters. It is very self-explanatory. You can geotag the photo also, and work planning can be done using this. Various, selectable options are given. And this is various departments depending upon agriculture, for example, open well, tube well, farm ponds, drip, sprinkler, and groundwater, piezometers, open wells, and rest of the departments, hand pumps, rooftop harvesting, village ponds, talabs, whatnot. So PHED, like, the quality of water, including the chemical, biological, everything can be done. And once this is captured, make detailed inventory and try to upload it to the JSA portal. Once you upload it, it is one step is over. Then the DMs can actually, whatever structures are marked for renovation, you can go ahead and, renovate them using the Mahatma Gandhi Narega program or any other funds. The second step, which is crucial, is that once you inventorize all the bodies, water bodies, then you have various GIS layers. You can obtain them from ISRO or SRSC, SRTM, Cartosat, etc. You overlay on top of these drainage maps the existing water bodies, which would give you 1 - 2 is what would give you the unmapped, untapped drains. So then you plan your new water harvesting structures on those unmanned, untapped drains. And this can be done by your various line departments. And of course, we encourage to use the watershed approach, ridge to valley approach. As I said, integration of all the line departments are listed here. This is very crucial because wherever recharge, these are the various GIS layers and lay on top of it. Since this is not a vertical about explaining the various GIS, technologies, I would just basically skip through. And the expectations from the state and central nodal officers, especially the district magistrates and DMs and all the senior officers, try to ground truth the data through mobile app only. This would universalize the approach and make it more scientific and more technology driven. Right now, most of the states are entering through the web portal. Please, discourage and enter data through the web portal because we are facing a lot of data issues and we don't have to duplicate the work. And then the mobile app would send the data to the JSA server. And then the tools to identify and accuracy of data are also available, which can be used. And we would integrate the data from our side, from the Government of India perspective. We have Bhuvan data, as I said, we have various water body census data. We have our own National Water Informatics Center. And with NIC, support from NIC, we would integrate all this. And so this is the critical part this year is the source sustainability for drinking water. And this is if you look at this, the top 3/4 the screen is the recharge area where you have to plan only the recharge structures, like the staggered trenches, mini percolation tanks, even, check dams, whatnot, but, mostly to actually stop the velocity of water and make the water, percolate to the ground. And the bottom left is where you have the actual tank, where you have water storage done. So this is the area where the discharge area, where your source or the water tank, which for irrigation or drinking is planned. So we need to understand this recharge discharge areas, and watershed experts would help you on this. And this particular, this last two slides, I'll take a minute, that's it. So this year, the source sustainability is the crux. So two possible ways to sustain the source. When you have, you already finding the source in the discharge area, where you already have the water harvesting structures available with you. So try to go to the downstream of those recharge structures and find a good source point and construct it. Or you have the source, but you don't have the catchment area of that treated. So go to the upstream of that source and try to, create the water harvesting structures. This is how all the sources and all the water harvesting structures can be color coded and planned. And accordingly, you have to use this. These are all the various, as I said, the simple GIS maps on layers on top of it, where you can plan exactly where the structures, whether the recharge, and exactly map the sources. So this is where, the recharge structures are available. You're planning a new source and converge all the programs, all the schemes, etc. And then, this is how you will sustain. These are some photographs of, this is it's open well that has been just brought up, left side and right side. You can see water just is there because of the catchment area treatment in the, in the discharge area. So basically, I would, the various impact assessment defunct hand pumps revival, and various other impact parameters which you can define based on your experience, and you can go forward. And so typically this is what I had to share. And as I said, try to use the mobile app, and that would have the longitude, latitude captured as a mandatory, and then upload it to the JSA server. And then, rest of the construction renovation activities the district magistrates would do, as your activity, a follow-up activity of what the findings are. But what we are interested, National Water Mission under the chairmanship of Archana ji, we are interested to capture all the data from all the district states and encourage you to do the scientific district water conservation plans. And we want to integrate all your data with our data and give you more appropriate scientific data to plan the new structures and take it more towards scientific approach for all of us to have good benefits to the people. So Archana ji, this is what I got to say. And I think if Umesh ji is online, we can ask him to talk about the mobile app.
First, what we'll do is, there's a good news for all of you. I am banning any other mode of uploading except on the JSA app, even if that means that there will be some slowness in uploading. No MIS will be entertained unless it comes through the GIS map. MIS, we will just talk about. So we are banning, and I know that there may be a delay of a month or so, but unless we ban any other method of upload, there is no way that this JSA app is going to take off. And I'm really, really thankful to NIC and Girish that they have finally agreed to take over this software from the government of Rajasthan. Why it was a problem before is because there was a confusion about the repository of the authority. So now it will come to NIC and it will be the repository of NIC. And so you all will get access to it through your NIC, and your NIC team also should be actively involved, which is at the district level. So that is one thing, that all the GIS geotagging, which is provisioned for in the JSA app right now, is going to come through the JSA app only. We are not going to allow you to offline, just sit in your room and fill in the longitude or latitude. All the technical officers who are uploading, you have to go to the ground, take an Android phone, take the data, and then only we will accept. Otherwise, we are blocking all other methods. This will lead to a little slowdown of MIS. I'm fully aware of that. And also what Mr. Vedire has shown is basically, a very detailed use of the data that you're going to capture. If you have that GIS-based water scientific plans, which we have also asked for, but that is stage 2. The first thing is that data has to be, all the GIS-related data has to be captured in the through the JSA app, working or not working, whatever will be the problem, you will have to contact Girish Tiwari. And in my ministry, it is Mr. AP Singh, who is going to be the DS nodal, and Shravan Kumar, who is the senior program manager. For the transition time, we through Shravan AP, we will also be in touch with Umesh ji, who has made this app with under the guidance of Dr. Vedire when he was in Rajasthan. But I'm sorry to say it has not taken off. So it will take off. We have given a mandate to NIC to take over. We are going to provide them with app, software people, and they are now going to be the owners. So that the problem, half your problems was happening because there was no ownership of the app. So this time it is there. And from Monday, all data upload which is related to GIS upload is banned. We will also be banning the MIS CNO DM, the MIS checklist after some time. Abhi, you can go on using the MIS checklist as it is, but after some time, we are going to sync it with the JSA app. So unless you have an Android phone or a JSA app, you will not be able to upload data. And I'm willing to risk it for greater institutional and data stability for later on. Now I'm going to invite Chirag for the live demonstration of the JSA CTR MIS. Presently,
Application required.
Yes.
I'm Divakar from Karnataka.
No, please hold your horses. I'm going to request Chirag, who's from NIC Delhi, to give us a live demonstration of the JSA CTR MIS. Currently, this is not on the JSA app. This you have to upload on our portal. So Chirag, please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, all respected seniors and respected participants. Today, I am here to present a demo on the web portal of Jal Shakti Abhiyan portal, which aims to revolutionize the water conservation efforts. So I am going to give a very brief presentation. First of all, I will start with my very brief presentation, which in which I brief about the silent features and some technical features of my web portal. Then I will showcase you the checklist of checklist and the CNO part, CNO visit report part. So first of all, let me share my screen.
You are not audible.
No, sir, I am just sharing my screen. Wait a second, sir.
Okay, okay.
Now my screen is visible. The slide is visible.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So first of all, this is our Jal Shakti Abhiyan portal, and since last 3 years, we are maintaining this portal. We have developed this portal, and now the theme of this in this Jal Shakti Abhiyan is source sensibility of drinking water. So
Sir.
yes,
Sir, ये
Screen is not
presentation
visible.
Your
Pardon?
presentation is not visible, or your desktop is visible.
okay, wait, ma'am. अच्छा मतलब अब मैं
I would request every pin Chirag so that you can see the whole presentation.
okay. एक second, मैं stop share. Now I will share again. This. Now
यार
it is.
NIC का ना नाक मत कटवाओ.
No,
Yes.
no, ma'am. Now it is visible. My
Yes.
And
presentation.
now it is visible. We can able to see.
And may I request Mr. State MIS Puducherry
PPT
to
मोड में रखो इसको please. Put it in.
राजेंद्र कुमार जी जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी और कुछ लोग जो ऑन कर ले रहे हैं प्लीज बंद करके रखे. हाँ
Yes.
मेरे को म्यूट करो.
So we have some interventions, and we have some activities as per interventions. So these are the main activities which we are focusing and capturing data in Jal Shakti Abhiyan portal. So now our portal is have some role-based feature, like we have a separate role for each user, like administrator, central nodal officer, state nodal officer, DMDC role, data entry operator roles. And the window of each role is fixed. No one can go beyond that window, or no one can enter in other window or role. So we have a provision for capturing target and progress. We also developed a real-time dashboard with various KPIs for monitoring. We have a report for every role. This website is developed in a very responsive design. It means that this website can be accessible to tablets or to mobiles or to large screens, HD TVs. There is no screen blurring or something else, which is very responsive in each and every device. You can view a very good manner in each and every device. Then there is a provision for geotagging of structures, and our portal is very much secured. It is SSL secure socket layer secured, and it is already a security audited portal. So our data is safe. The intervention wise activities are we are capturing these intervention: water conservation, rainwater harvesting, renovation of traditional river water bodies, reuse and recharge structures, watershed development, intensive forestation, awareness program by KVK, and wastewater treatment. A part of this, we also included spring shed management from last year. So this is all from a presentation side. Now we'll move to the live demo of my application.
Chirag, I'm just saying that just tell everybody that we are banning direct data entry into your portal of those which need a GIS. It will have to come through the JSA app now from Monday.
Okay, yes.
Okay. So please clarify that.
But right now I am giving the demo of CNO visit report and the checklist of drinking water and checklist of NWM, which is in the DM role. So right now these all three features are added in this year. So already we have many training sessions since last 3 years. So and other things are remain same. So I am just focusing on these 3 points. Okay. So I will type my, are you all able to see my screen? Please respond someone.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So this is our portal address, gsa.ctr.mow.gov.in. And when you enter this address in the address bar of web browser, you will land to our home page. This is our landing page of our portal. And you can see the various numbers, figures, dashboard, and this is the login panel. So first of all, I will log in with a DM login. So I choose a Faridabad login because I have username password of this login. As we have stored all the passwords in a very encrypted manner, even we don't know the password of another role or member or person or user. So all passwords are encrypted in our database because it is a very secure, our application is very secure. So when we log in to this portal with a specific role, then the name of user and the role and the district it is or belong is on the left side, left upper corner. And in left side, you can see the menus, different menus from which the navigation can be done to enter the various data. So first of all, this is the dashboard of user-wise dashboard. As you can see, the numbers are different in each and every role because the data entered is different in every district. So now we'll move to add and update data. When you click on this left side menu of add and update data, you can have option to enter many different types of activities. But as I told that we have only two new activities added. First is checklist and for NWM and checklist for source sensitive and drinking water. So when you click on this more info, you will land to another page, which is data entry page. And in this data entry page, first of all, the profile of user is came above the ribbon, and below that you can see the this is the update option. In update option, the first of all we have to update the target of site identified a number of identity works and status. So first we have to update. When I click on this update, then I have to fill the numbers, total target numbers, the total number of works that are identified. When I click on save, and this data is saved. Now the second update, when I click on this update, that is work completed, work on it. This is a progress. So when you click on this update button, then it will move to another page. Here you have to select the particular month, in which month your work is completed or undergoing. So in this, suppose I select May, and I enter that the work completed and work ongoing. In this way, you can enter and you click here to save the window. So the details are saved. And this and below down there you can see some one-time required fields like whether Jal Shakti Kendra is operative in district. So you can also update this field by clicking this update button. When you click on this update button, it will ask for it will provide you the option. You can select this option and you can save the work. So in this way, your first checklist will be completed. And for second checklist, again, I have to click on add update data left side menu. And then I have to click on source sensitivity of drinking water source and click on more info button. When I click on more info button, then there is also option for update target and update progress. First of all, we have to update the targets. So you have what is your target for JSA year, that is or in these works. So these are the targets that we have filled, and click on save button to save the targets. Then I have to update the progress. Then I click on update progress button. Then I have to select the month. Suppose in this April month, I have completed these works. Save. Now your targets and progress are saved. So in this way, you can fill the both checklist, source sensibility checklist and the checklist 2 for NWM. So this all is a new part in DM's login. Now I have to sign out and I will move again to a CNO login. So this is a CNO login username. I have created a dummy user for this purpose. And all of you aware that if you entered in the first time in portal and you didn't change your default password, and it will keep asking for changing password to make your role secure, make your user ID secure. So you can submit or you can change. So I have opted myself for a Haryana district and Haryana state and 3 districts, Bhiwani and Ambala and Chakri Dadri. So let I enter. I have already entered the. As you can see, I have already entered the record of Bhiwani for testing purpose. Now I am going to enter another recording Charkhi Dadri. So you have to either enter the visiting start date when you are visited that district. Suppose I have visited on 23rd May, then visit completed on 26th May. Whether Jal Shakti Kendra is operative, yes. And if you ask for no, and in some options it will ask for particular date when it will be open. Whether information setting of GSK district uploaded, yes. How do you rate the Jal Shakti Kendra? Good. And which district is uploading relevant data? Whether district is uploading relevant data in GSA portal? Yes. And if you no, then in some option it will ask for date. Whether district conservation plan prepared, whether the district, yes. If not, then if you say no, then it will ask for when it will be completed. And as per observation central team mobilizing, yes. Whether district no, if you say no, then by what time the geotagging will be completed, like I said 31st March. How much percentage of water body has been geotagged? Suppose I write 50%. And how many Amrit Sarovars completed? Suppose 75. By what time plan to complete the work on 75 Amrit Sarovar? Now, so already 75 completed. If you write 20, then it will ask me to how up to which date the 75 will be completed. How do you rate the FTH district in source sensibility point of view? Then you can say very good. Any other suggestion? If you say yes, then it will ask for a file upload suggestions. If you say no, then it will not ask. Then upload report, the visit report. You can also upload the visit report. Suppose I have a demo report. So, and you can upload maximum 5 photos from your visit. Suppose I have uploaded that this photo, water body photo, another photo. So maximum you can upload 5 photos for your visit, and click on save button. When you click on the save button, a record has been created, and you can see the images which are uploaded, and you can also view the file which I attached. So in this way, CNO visit report can be entered in our portal. So this is all from my side, and I request all you to explore this web portal and engage and engage.
Chirag,
yes, ma'am.
please also go to the first dashboard and show them how GIS map has to be uploaded.
Oh, sure, ma'am, sure.
And not through MIS anymore, how we are allowing through MIS, but in future, we will not allow through MIS. Yeah. So just teach them that also.
Yeah, when you click on this dashboard menu, the dashboard will appear, and we have a map service. We have geotagged our water bodies, and with the using of an IC map service, we shows that bodies on this on the map. So this is the map view. So suppose I select a district like Bihar, then I select a district, suppose Araval, and I slow a block like Araval. So there are 29 water bodies. It will take some time to load the water bodies because our map service is very slow, because many layers are they are for district boundaries, for state boundary, and for block boundaries. Let's try it. Point नहीं आ रहा, आएगा, वेट कर। So I think it is taking time to load the water bodies points.
चिराग, let it take time. At least उसमें जाओ जिसमें एक आध water body है. But let it take time. But I want this is what they need to understand कि ये अब जो ये MIS से भेज दिए हैं. Now they have to
Now madam, in Goa we can see that
now यही आपको JSA ऐप से अब भेज रहा है. Just दिखाओ. Is there a provision for a picture with the
yes ma'am,
location?
yes ma'am, there is a provision, but I think it is rendering, taking some time.
तो रुक जाओ.
Picture is
एक जगह रुक जाओ. Let it take time, but at least this is what we are asking people to do. रुक जाओ. So a photo of the water body will appear. The lat long कहाँ है?
मैम lat long ये मेंशन नहीं है, because lat long की वजह से तो हम देख पा रहे हैं, मैं मेंशन करवा दूंगा इसमें lat long.
तो
lat long आ
मेंशन
जाएंगे
करना चाहिए ना?
yes मैम, कर देंगे मैम.
हाँ, कर देना. So आने दो. So यहीं पे लोगों को confusion है. ये है कि अभी आप लोग घर में बैठ के lat long लिख के ये फोटो अपलोड कर दे रहे हैं. We want कि आप जाए ग्राउंड पे, वहां से करें. तो चिराग, अगर इन लोगों ने पहले कोई गलती अपलोड किया है तो गिव देम द एडिट. ये
हम करेक्ट कर सकते हैं उसको,
अपडेट
अपडेट कर सकते हैं उसको, गलती करी है तो lat long can be updated.
फोटो आने दो. और प्लीज इसके लिए अगर कुछ खरीदारी करके सर्वर में स्पेस कम है, क्यों इतना स्लो है भाई?
मैम बहुत सारी सर्विसेज इसी सर्वर पे चल रही हैं, इसलिए किसी और पे
तुम छोड़ो ना. तुम क्यों कर रहे हो? छू रहे हो तुम? छू रहे हो? चिराग छू रहा है ना?
नहीं मैम, वो थोड़ा टाइम लग रहा है. देखिए फोटो
शायद इसमें इमेज नहीं है, वो थंब बन जा रहा है.
हाँ मुझे लग रहा है सर, कुछ मैं एक दूसरा
देखो
select करके
जिसमें इमेज है. इतना तो टाइम नहीं लगना चाहिए, नहीं तो हम क्या बोल रहे हैं लोगों को कि आप देखो किस में इमेज है. इसमें है तो एनीवे ठीक है. अगर इमेज नहीं आ रहा है तो
आ जाएगा मैम, आ जाएगा. हाँ जी मैम.
इसमें तुमको lat long मेंशन करना है, क्योंकि ये बाद में हम पब्लिक को देने जा रहे हैं. उनको नहीं पता है कि ये डॉट का क्या मतलब है.
नहीं मैम,
और
lat long हो
दूसरा
जाएगा.
तुमको जो करना है वो इमेज जल्दी आए.
यस मैम, यस मैम.
उसके लिए अगर सर्वर स्पेस कहीं चाहिए, कुछ करना हो तो टेल अस. वी विल बाय, गो फॉर पार्टनरशिप,
श्योर मैम,
जो भी है.
आई विल इन्फॉर्म यू मैम.
So guys, you can see कि कितना अच्छा डेटा आपके पास ऑलरेडी है. आप जो कहते हैं कि हम we don't know ma'am how to do GIS, ये वो it's so simple. You just take the app, take it to that place. वो खुद ही ले लेगा lat long, and we are creating an interface in 1 month. सारा ठीक हो जाएगा, but in a few days वो JSA app यहाँ पे दे देगा. अभी भी वो इंटरफेस तो अलाउड है ना?
यस मैम.
अब छोड़ दो, मैं हार गई.
ओके मैम.
तुम वो दिखा दो जिसमें बोलता है कि आप MIS से दिए हैं या ऐप से दिए हैं. तो MIS वाला हम बंद कर देंगे. टेक इट देयर. जो इन्फो देता है ना,
रिपोर्ट्स.
यस मैम, यहाँ हम देते हैं इसको.
रिपोर्ट
स्टेट रिपोर्ट.
स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट. स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट. This one.
बंद करो।
सर रिपोर्ट्स में नीचे स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट रिपोर्ट डेटा करके है, उसमें है।
तुम ये उसका ये बंद करो ताकि आई कैन सी। फोटो बंद करो तुम।
सर
हाँ जी, हेलो,
सर बैक जाना आप।
बैक जाए।
दोनों कोई नहीं बोलो।
हाँ,
Yes.
इसमें
तुम बोलो अभिषेक, बोलो।
रिपोर्ट के अंदर स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट,
हाँ,
इस पे क्लिक करने के बाद रिपोर्ट www.t पे क्लिक कीजिए।
ये WWT की
नहीं आ रहा है सर।
विच रिपोर्ट?
नहीं नहीं, तुमको उठने
बैक
का
करना सर, एक बार बैक करना। रिपोर्ट्स में जाएं।
हाँ जी,
स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट डेटा,
स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट डेटा, यस।
इसमें वाटर बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर सबसे लास्ट वाला जो है।
अभी कुछ error है, इसको मैं देखता हूँ।
अभी
इसमें
कुछ एरर है।
हाँ, अभी कुछ एरर है इसका। ये रिपोर्ट
एक्चुअली जब इसमें जाओगे, व्हाट आई वांट टू से इज, उसको सोर्स कहाँ से है, इट विल शो कि whether your source is MIS, have you manually filled it or it has come through the app. So that is what I wanted to show. अभी really work ही नहीं कर रहा। हाँ, आ गया क्या?
नहीं मैम, ये दूसरा है, मैं दूसरा देख रहा हूँ, उसमें भी नहीं, ये कुछ एरर है। मैं रिजॉल्व कराता हूँ मैडम इसको।
रीच वाले से एक बार लॉगिन करिए।
आप ना सर एडमिन से लॉगिन करो तो शायद उसका issue
मैं एडमिन से करता हूँ। यस यस, मैं एडमिन से करता हूँ। मैं admin से करता
वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट से लॉगिन था इसीलिए नहीं। क्या है?
हूँ। यस, अब आई रिपोर्ट आई है और ये हम देख, ये तो वो वाली रिपोर्ट है। ठीक है, मैं इसको बैक करता हूँ।
कोई दूसरा ढंग का ले जाओ जहाँ ज्यादा है। हाँ,
ये MIS हम देखिए आ रहा है ना, स्टेटस MIS।
एक कोई 150 डिस्ट्रिक्ट का दिखाओ, शो कोडरमा दिखाओ।
कोडरमा झारखंड,
कोडरमा इज वेरी एक्टिव।
झारखंड कोडरमा।
अब देखो कोडरमा तुम्हारा दोनों MIS से आया हुआ है। ये हम लोग बंद करने जा रहे हैं, इसमें ऐप लिखा होना चाहिए। नेक्स्ट, कोई और डिस्ट्रिक्ट दिखाओ जो वन ऑफ द, ये कर्नाटक या कोई दिखाओ जो ऐप फ्रेंडली है। बिहार में दिखाओ।
बिहार,
अररिया,
ये MIS है मैम सारा। कुछ ऐप से आते हैं डेटा।
दरभंगा,
दरभंगा, ओके मैम, दरभंगा। मैं इसमें दरभंगा। मैम ऑल डेटा इज एंटर्ड थ्रू MIS ओनली।
नहीं अभी हम लोग एक जब इन हाउस कर रहे थे तो देखे थे किसी का।
यस यस यस, विच मैम स्टेट, आई थिंक आइडिया नहीं है मुझे किस स्टेट का है।
MP has the maximum from app.
Okay, I go to MP. Then which district, Umesh?
इसमें जाओ, इंदौर।
इंदौर, yes.
बाप रे, वाटर बॉडीज का भरमार है।
MIS. Android, yeah, this one is Android from. This photo is from Android.
अब ये जो है ये जैसे ऐप से है।
This
नहीं,
is the
फोटो नहीं, मतलब लॉन्ग लैग जो है वो जैसे ऐप से है। जैसे ऐप से है कि एंड्रॉइड, उसमें तो ऐप लिखना हो चाहिए ना।
ऐप कर देंगे मैम, वो स्टेटस एंड्रॉइड ले रहे होंगे।
हाँ, क्योंकि हम लोग बाद में iOS भी तो करेंगे। और दिखाओ।
हाँ जी, ये देखिए, ये सारा मैडम, ये सारा।
I really want to really salute मध्य प्रदेश। If मध्य प्रदेश can do it, तो बाकी लोग क्यों बोल रहे हैं प्रॉब्लम है भाई? एप्पल फोन में होता तो मानते। ग्रेट वर्क मध्य प्रदेश। Madhya Pradesh is doing a fab job in what I, all because of Bhopal conference. Okay, thank you, Chirag.
Thank you, ma'am.
So ab Chirag and Girish will be taking over the JSA app also. And now just hold your questions. Now I request Umesh Joshi to present on the JSA CTR app so that you can locate it in the context of जो overall MIS है. अब तो तुम लोग समझ गए हो कि जिसमें भी मैप अपलोड है वो फोन से करना है.
Thank you, madam.
पिन करो उसको उमेश को.
Thank you, madam, for all respected participant of the VC. I would tell you a little bit about the JSA CTR mobile application, that how it works, how you can download and use it. So I'm sharing my screen. Hope it is visible.
Yes, it is visible.
So basically, this is the basic flow which we have designed in JSA CTR module. So you can download the application from the App Store on the Android, and there are the user management is being followed from the portal itself. So like you need not to take any separate user, and the authentication would happen automatically from the portal user. So whatsoever user is there on the portal, the same user would work on this mobile application. So as soon as you will input your credential, we will authenticate it from the NIC on the real-time basis. So because we are authenticating it on the real-time basis, so at some time, if there are two systems which are talking together and there are some network issues, so there are certain issues at the time of authentication. If pardon. Okay, so we are authenticating your identity from the NIC portal itself. After that, you are going through the application and geotagging a particular water body, and you are submitting it. So at the time of submitting, we are again hitting the API of the portal and directly saving the data in their server. So this is the basic flow which we are using in the mobile application. So it looks like this. After installing, you would be having an option to enter your credential, username and password, the same username and password that you are using on the portal, MIS portal. So there are after login, there would be two options. These options are aligned with the MIS portal because we got all the inputs from the department to design it in the similar manner in which it is designed on the MIS portal. So there are two options: water related structures or water body details. So in water related structures, there are again two options. One is about adding new structure, other one is to update existing water structure. So while you are adding new structure, we have categorized it in 4 category, which is in sync with the MIS portal: water conservation and rainwater harvesting, renovation of traditional bodies, reuse and recharge structure, and watershed development. So once you click on a particular option, so basically this similar kind of input screens comes. Here the state and district is auto selected based on the user, because user is already mapped with a particular district. Then they need to submit certain information like area type, department name, type of structure. These are the list of values which again we have taken from the department, all the master entries for the department name, for the type of structure, and then ownership. These all are the masters which we have taken from the department. The structure name you need to submit explicitly, then whether structure is in use or not, and capacity of the structure, approx cost of the structure in rupees, then get accuracy and upload the geotag image. So as soon as you click on the get accuracy, system works to get a certain level of accuracy. After that, it allows you to submit. So we are also working to remove this get accuracy as of now. The system will automatically calculate the accuracy, and the submit button would be enabled only when you would be having a certain 50 meter of accuracy would be ensured, then only the submit button would be enabled. So we were getting certain issues from the field that on get accuracy, while they are clicking on get accuracy, accuracy is not exact, so they are getting some error message. So we are working on this build, and this will go in couple of days on the next update. So get accuracy button would not be there, and system will check the accuracy in background, and as soon as it will get accuracy, it took around 20 to 30 seconds to get 50 meter accuracy, then only the submit button would enable, and you would be able to submit geotag image of that particular structure. So in case of renovation, again, the same kind of attributes are there almost. Only geotag image you need to submit. In reuse and recharge structure, almost similar attributes are there to taken, and in watershed development. So the only thing is that these are categorically to sync with the MIS application. And after that, if we go in the water body details, then there are again 3 options: add newly built body, add existing body, and update existing water bodies. And again, in this you need to submit certain information regarding encroachment of the structure, structure ownership, capacity, cost, etc. And again, in the similar manner, you would be taking geotag image of that particular structure, and you would submit it. So by using this approach, you can capture the images. And as madam told earlier, that we are in the process of transferring this to the NIC. If we talk about the current status and way forward, so approx 11,000 records has been submitted by using this mobile application from different states. And one major gap is regarding submission of the images when network is not available. So offline feature would be introduced in the mobile application in due course of time, so that this issue of not submitting the image due to the poor network would be mitigated with this offline feature. So with due course of time, it would be having offline feature in it, and iOS version would also be there. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Umesh, is
Yes,
it
madam.
over? Khatam ho gaya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So thank you so much, Umesh. देखिए कितना आसान है. Just take your Android phone. lat long खुद capture करेगा. Offline data, Umesh and Girish will be making within 2 weeks. कि आप offline भी करें. But let me tell you, गांव-गांव तक online है. जो बोल रहा है कि नेटवर्क इशू है, झूठ बोल रहा है, उसको तो धर के पीटो पहले। सब जगह ये है, बहुत कम हिली एरियाज और ये जगह है जहाँ डेटा नहीं वर्क करता है। So because I myself come from Northeast, so I know कि आधा से ज्यादा जगह डेटा वर्क करता है, लेकिन स्टिल हम लोग अब एक ऑफलाइन प्रोविजन कर देंगे, सिंस यू गाइज आर सेइंग कि नहीं होता है। सो इसको हम लोग ऑलरेडी सिंक्ड है, इट गोज टू द पोर्टल। नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू बैन एनी, बिकॉज इफ MP कैन डू इट, दैट मीन्स द पोर्टल वर्क्स। नहीं तो I would have thought कि पोर्टल में प्रॉब्लम है, but if MP is able to do it, तो कैसे कर रहा है? Okay, so please hold your questions. We're not going to take questions right now. I will. We have also requested, you know, Dharamveer to make a. Dharamveer Jha is director of NREGA, Department of Rural Development, and to add to your work, because it's a direction straight from the highest authority, that Amrit Sarovar app also has to be included in our CNO and TO's MIS. So Dharamveer, are you there? They are in the process of making the Amrit Sarovar app. Though कुछ हमारे checklist में Amrit Sarovar पे भी है. So I request Dharamveer, if you are there, to kindly host your presentation.
Good evening, ma'am.
उसको pin करो Dharamveer को. Hi.
Good evening. So we are just making a brief presentation. This is just a presentation about our inspection app. So is it the presentation visible, ma'am?
Visual.
Yes.
So this is very small presentation. This is just regarding about our inspection app. You might be aware, under Mahatma Gandhi NREGA and in Ministry of Rural Development, we are very tax savvy to use this app and all for our implementation, monitoring and all. So for our Amrit Sarovar quality improvement aspect, we have developed one app which we call inspection app. This is very small, a simple app. And as Madam has already told, the CNO has been mandated to visit selected Sarovars. We have shared the list of Sarovars to the JSA CTR team, and hopefully that might have been shared to the CNO also. All the CNO have been registered in our application. So whenever they are visiting their concerned district, they can, because we have shared the link of app also, so they can download the app on their Android phone. Presently, it is not available on iOS version. And we have to bear with that, the limitation.
Dharamveer, your year is not going.
This was the background.
On the first year.
Yeah, I was
Not
just trying
shifting.
to give a background of this requirement.
Okay.
As Madam, you are already told, we have already completed our 50,000 Sarovar target. And now we are planning to check out the quality of the Sarovars built by the field functionaries. And if there is any requirement of improvement, let us do that. So all these exercises for that purpose only. And CNO, our central nodal officer, Jal Shakti Abhiyan, is one of the sources to get the feedback so that you can improve the quality of the Sarovar. This app has been developed on the basis of checklist. The checklist has been shared with the CNOs during the work, this orientation workshop, which was delivered by our mission director, which is Joint Secretary Mahatma Gandhi NREGA. I'm just giving some glimpse of our app, ma'am. Once the CNO will download this app, they have to just enter their mobile number, because all our CNOs are registered. So once they will enter their mobile number, they will get an OTP. Using that OTP, they can enter into the app. Then we have made a provision, because CNO will be having another member also. So in that app, there will be one screen where CNO will give the detail of other member, which is in this case technical officer. and the designation, name, designation, official email ID, mobile number, and office address should be entered in that screen. And after that, once the app CNO insert the server ID, because server ID is here is the primary key. Server ID is having all details attached with it. Once the server ID will be given in the app page, the detail regarding name, state, district, block, everything will come there along with the name of the server. So no further entry is required, just give the server ID. Subsequent that there is a checklist, very simple checklist. Most of the questions are in binary mode, yes or no. There is nothing to explain in this. Everything is very, very clearly explained. These are the features we have made mandatory for our Mission Amrit server guidelines. I would request all the CNOs to go through the guidelines also. That is available in our portal. URL is Amrit server.
Dharamveer, your screen is not shifting. Are you just giving the background still?
Ma'am, screen is not moving.
No, your screen is not shifting.
And I have to share it. Please allow me.
Yeah.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah. So please.
So I'll just moving this screen. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yeah.
So I
So
can't.
please go back to the second slide.
Here is the inspection map. Should I start from here?
Background, yes.
This was the background.
After background.
Yes, ma'am. This is second slide.
And that checklist.
Yeah, ma'am. This here is the slide, ma'am.
Okay.
So this checklist is all known to all our CNOs. We are just made all these questions in our application. And this app is very simple. Most of the questions are in binary mode, yes or no. And these questions are based on the guidelines of Mission Amrit Sarovar. Once they will reach to the Amrit Sarovar, and some of the CNO has already visited also, they can just give answer yes or no. In some case, like if you see the question number 11, have additional requirements like encroachments, treatment of grey water bodies identified, EPS, then has action been taken to address the requirement? And in case, is there any additional information they can add there in a remark box? And this one, another question is there. Also, we have made this very important question, this 12 number question. Is area of the server and water holding capacity, depth of water server as per the guidelines. EPS, what is the area? Otherwise also area has to be mentioned in acre. So although it is very difficult for a CNO to measure the area, but they can estimate by making some queries. And because they are having technical officer with them, they will be helpful in getting some idea of this area. As you all are aware, Amrit Sarovar has a mandate of minimum 1 acre area, pondage area. But in case of some hilly or this northeastern states, we have given some exemption that
Dharamveer, itna nahi kar do ki mar jaye bechara. This is too much.
This is very important, ma'am.
Depth to kood jayega usi mein.
Ma'am, just let me explain for by few seconds because there is no need to koodna, madam. They are having technical officer with them. All are having the water background. So we are expecting that they can do much there. Average we have to get out, ma'am. We don't expect that they should jump into the Sarovar and find out the depth. There is a protocol how to get the average depth. There is a protocol, ma'am. So if they will have any issue in measuring this depth, then they can ask the local functionaries to get them help out, ma'am. But we need this information. This is very important information because this question has been raised by Honorable Prime Minister. There is a complaint that Sarovar depth is not as per the requirement of mission guidelines. So we have made this question intentionally here. So we expect this column, this question should not be unanswered now. These are common questions. They can give the answers. Then again, we have made questions, ma'am, here, basic questions. There is nothing specific to ask except the question number 12, which was very important for us. And then flag hosting, all they can see and they can write there. And this signage board, all yes or no mode is there, binary questions are there. but these are on the basis of our Amrit server guidelines. Then what we expect? What is the protocol, ma'am, here? We have made in provision in the app that there will be pop-up. Once before submitting, the question will be there, are you sure to submit? Yes or no? If yes, okay. After submitting, before submitting, they can see the preview of their report. If they feel that there is change is required, they can go back. Otherwise, they can submit. And after submission, they can download the report in PDF format. They can keep the record themselves, or they can share it other mode also. And at the same time, if it is not, if it is answer is no, then they have to check it for the correction. You may appreciate, ma'am, this app is available for offline mode also. Our app is functional in offline. If there is no network, they can save the data. Once they will come to the network area, automatically this data saved data will be landed to our server. Another point is that CNO will directly submit the report to Amrit server portal regarding this inspection. If the Jal Shakti Abhiyan required the report, we can share a copy to them also. Otherwise, it is for MORD to look into it. The expectation is that from CNO, they should complete their visit, if possible, inspection at least for Amrit server before 10th June, preferably onset of monsoons. Like in Kerala, they are expecting monsoons in first week of June. So we have used this term before the onset of monsoon, latest by 10th June. So this is a request from our side. If they can do, that will be great help for us also. And this is URL we have already shared with your team, ma'am. Otherwise also, whatever updation will be there in the application, we will be sending by today evening or tomorrow. This is from our side, ma'am. If there is
Thank you, Dharamveer, on behalf of the CNOs who have been protesting in the chat. I'm raising a few questions. First is, we have not received the list from you on Amrit Sarovar. Okay, so we have not received the list. Please send the list to Shravan or WhatsApp it in the group. The list of Amrit Sarovars to be inspected, we have not received. Second is regarding the depth. I mean, see, what is happening is silt and number, whatever you are asking, you will receive information. Don't be very sure about its veracity, because the more complicated you make it, the more dependent the CNO will be on the ground officer to fill in that data, because he will have to rely on that. For silt, Bikri and all, I don't know if there's a register which you have mandated to maintain. Otherwise, it will be, just data making up.
that is there.
So wo mera views hai. Otherwise, you can jump in the pond and tweet also is what we were discussing.
It's not required, ma'am, because this scientific requirement is there. Technical officer are well conversant in how to measure the depth. Just because our sarovar depth is hardly maximum 10 feet in the center. Otherwise, it is not that much. So we not
10 feet is good enough to drown.
मैम इस सीजन में पानी ज्यादा नहीं है सरोवर में, एवरेज डेप्थ लेना है. डिफरेंट पॉइंट पे अगर वो एवरेज डेप्थ ले लेते हैं, दे कैन हैव अ फेयर आइडिया.
So that means CNO has to be there. जब वो list भेज दो, and since it's a PM honorable PM direction, तो करना ही है. चाहे तुम लोग डूबो मरो जो करो, लेकिन होना ये डेटा आना है. सिल्ट वाला is another data जो कि मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कैसे करोगे. लेकिन since ऊपर से directions है कि even in in parliamentary questions हम लोग काफी questions face कर रहे हैं with regard to the quality of the Amrit Sarovar. Some are saying गड्ढे खोद दिए हैं और सब भर जाते हैं, silt हो जाता है. So that's why it is indeed important that it is checked. So you are saying it is impossible. Nothing is impossible अगर boss बोलने तो. अब तुमको कूदना है कूदो. तो apps हमारे दो हैं, शाइस्ता खान, एक जैसे ऐप है और एक अमृत सरोवर ऐप है. प्लीज मुंह बंद रखिए, पहले हमको बोलने दीजिए. So दो ही ऐप है. And the other things that you have to do, MIS वाला checklist, That is very simple. वो कहीं भी बैठ के तुम भर दो and just submit it. You can, we are trying that you get the MIS also on the JSA app. But even if you don't, वो MIS जो checklist है is very, very simple. जो dashboard में info भरना है, that is your data entry operators are doing it. The CNOs will have to do for themselves. And now we come, see, we are also going in for making your work a little easy. Because we've just had this historic first ever water body census report, if you're following me on Twitter, or if you're following NWM or MoJS, the Minor Irrigation Department has released this water body first ever census. So, isme 24 lakh, around 24 lakh water bodies have been defined as those with boundaries, have been identified already, and they have been categorized into ponds, tanks. I think 60 or 50% to ponds hai, and even private and public SARA data. So we have given to that work to NWIC, जिनके director आज present नहीं है, so Khushbu will be making a very short presentation, which is going to populate that 24 lakh water body data जो district wise है, with the lat long जो ground truthing करके आया है. It's not come through an app. The MI census has discussed with the states, आपके irrigation department में discuss हुआ है, और उन लोग फिर एक report दिया है जो हर village, हर पंचायत wise है, और village and ward wise है. और वो डेटा अब फर्स्ट सेंसस रिपोर्ट में है. आप ट्विटर पे जाइए, आप कहीं से भी जाके टाइप करके उसको निकाल लीजिए. 2 वॉल्यूम में है. एंड इसका एक इशू है कि हम लोग ये 24 लाख जो ऑलरेडी डेटा है, एक तो जेएसए ऐप से आप दे रहे हैं, हम इस डेटा को भी जेएसए ऐप में डाल देंगे. We will connect that जल धरोहर करके ये नाम होगा, इंडिया वारिस पोर्टल पे होगा. It will be synced through an API interface to the JSA app, and then you can see वो सही है कि गलत है, and you can use that. So that will be a top up. Now before I go to that, Dharamveer, they are asking a question कि what is your user ID password कहाँ से लेंगे वो? So I think you had already explained कि CNOs को दे दिया गया है.
हमारे पास जो लिस्ट मिला था जेएसए टीम से, लिस्ट के हिसाब से ईमेल आईडी, मोबाइल नंबर सारे रिकॉर्ड थे. हमने उनको अपने पोर्टल में रजिस्टर कर दिया है ऐप में. यूज देयर मोबाइल नंबर व्हाट एवर दे हैव शेयर्ड विद अस. उसका ओटीपी मिल जाएगा और ऐप में लॉग इन कर देंगे.
ओके.
और हमने लिस्ट दोबारा शेयर कर दिया मैडम ग्रुप में भी.
ओके. So now I'm going to request Khushbu to make the presentation on this extra top-up plan that we have, which is the Jal Dharohar portal, जो कि इंडिया जैसे हमारा जल इतिहास है वैसे ही होगा. So Khushbu, go ahead. हाँ जा. एक minute, then you should be seen, na? हाँ, ये उधर दे दो.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to give just a brief introduction as a data depository, what NWIC will do with this data. If we talk about the role played by NIC and NWIC, NIC will maintain the database collected through mobile app. And coming to the NWIC role, we are developing a separate module of JSA once data received from NIC in API format. A module comprising of water conservation and rainwater harvesting, renovation of traditional water bodies, reuse and recharge structure, watershed development, Jal Shakti Kendra, recharge structure for PWS, and enumeration of water bodies. As I said, these are the 7 major data sets on which NWIC will work. These are from MIS of a JSA portal. We will bring it to GIS platform. As we all know, India Varis is data dissemination public portal. Currently, we have 34 modules. Now, let me show you a
उसको तुम खुशबू खुद ही ऑपरेट कर दो, तुम्हारा जब अभिषेक उसको अपने करना दो।
Let me first show you a sample, just a sample of a newly developed module, Jal Itihas. After that, we will see it live. There's three panels. One is selection panel, middle one is map panel, and third one is data panel. In selection panel, user can select administrative boundary up to state level, and hydrological boundary up to watershed level, or can directly search using any name. And whatever user select the like state or district, the map shows here. Map will display that data. Here, Pan India. This is Pan India map, and it's showing the water heritage sites. Just like if you say this point location, green dot shows artificial lake, and this triangle shows dam. This is just a display of whatever user select in selection panel. In third panel, data panel, we are using some statistical method to display, like sometimes it's bar chart, pie chart, and down there's a bit of heritage, like if we, okay, let me show in this in live. This is our India Varis portal, going to Jal Itihas. These are the selection panel. If we select any state, like I select Rajasthan, it's a zoomed in Rajasthan, and now type, but which type of water heritage sites are live here?
Go to tank.
Okay, ma'am. If we talk about tank. इसमें टैंक इसमें पर्टिकुलर टैंक नहीं है मैम, इसमें
स्टेप वेल,
हाँ स्टेप स्टेप। See, we can see there's 2 step tank live in Rajasthan. If one Turji ki Bawri and second one is Chand Bawri, and in data panel. We can easily show in graph with मतलब कितने count है, and down there details of water heritage sites are here. After clicking this, we are getting all details about this. These are the
okay. So watch Piku also. These are only 75 sites. We are working on more. वहीं पे दबाओ, वो play video था. छोड़ दो. Anyway, you can go and watch Piku, who will describe. So basically, what we are going to do is, तुम खत्म?
Yes, ma'am. In the same
manner, वो दिखा दो थोड़ा.
In the same manner, we will develop a separate module for JSA, and we'll display like same manner.
So basically, we'll give you a visualization कि तुम dashboard पे जाओगे, और I am not going to, thank you.
Oh, sure.
So we are not going to. So I'm not going to go into each year. I want a bird's eye view. So इसी dashboard पे, just like the Jal Itihas portal, you will have this Jal Dharohar portal or the dashboard का map version of the portal.
Sure.
यही है ना?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You will have a map version of all the info, except perhaps afforestation शायद हम मुश्किल होगा, बट अभी तो हम लोग जितना भी वो तुम बॉक्सेस देख रहे हो will also have a map version. So यही है. Now we open it up to questions, whatever. JJM के Mr. Muralidharan is also there. So there was one question कि FTHS mapping क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? अभी हमारे इतना ही करने में हमारा खटिया खड़ा हो गया है. So we are not able to, go in for each FTH, but sources ko to we are asking you to geotag. So there was one question on that, that why are you, maybe, JJM is also preparing some MIS, which is more detailed like the Amrit Sarovar. But as of now, we are just mapping the geotagging the sources. Not exactly kahan pe wo supply wala abhi nahi. So that is it. And now we open it to question. All of us are here. You will not, I am also getting a WhatsApp group made of your IT team. जो भी DC का IT है, वो अपना नंबर श्रवण को या इसको भेज दे, शिव मोहन दीक्षित को, so that हम लोग एक WhatsApp group बना दें, because I know कि DCs, ADCs और तुम लोग, if you guys are here, इनको तो इतना time नहीं होगा. So जो person जो actual ये करेगा, पूरा तुम्हारा IT manage कर रहा है in the district, उसके साथ हम एक WhatsApp group भी बनाने जा रहे हैं. So इसके बाद भी इतना explanation के बाद भी, और अभी बहुत problem आएगा क्योंकि हम राजस्थान से उसको NIC में ले जा रहे हैं. तो NIC में जब आएगा तो थोड़ा 1 महीना तक तुम लोगों को इश्यूज होंगे. तो उस समय तुम लोग, फिर भी हम उसको बैन कर रहे हैं कि तुम एंड्रॉइड से ही भेजोगे. तो 1 महीना तक इश्यूज होंगे, बट अनलेस एक डेट ना देने से वो इश्यूज जिंदगी भर रह जाता है. 3 साल से सुन रहे हैं, यही चल रहा है, बिकॉज ऐप इज देयर सिंस 2019 2021. तो 2-3 साल से यही चल रहा है. सो नाउ NIC इज गोइंग टू टेक ओवर. तो सारे इश्यूज सॉल्व हो जाएंगे. तो अभी इतना बोलने के बाद जो भी प्रॉब्लम है, काइंडली एक नहीं बोलना. इज देयर अ रेज हैंड का कोई मेन्यू है? हाँ, किनके पास? पैक के पास. ओके, बोल सकते हैं. जस्ट कोई अगर बाद में बोल रहा हो तो चुप हो जाना. ओके, so shoot your questions.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I am from Jal Shakti Kendra Almora, Shivendra Pratap Singh, ma'am. मैम कुछ इश्यूज हैं जिनको मुझे फ्लैग करना था मैम ऑनरेबल चेयर के सामने, कि जैसा कि आपने बताया मैम, आई एम लुकिंग फॉर दिस होल ऑफ द डिस्ट्रिक्ट साइंटिफिक वाटर कंजर्वेशन प्लान फॉर हिमालयन डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स इन उत्तराखंड. अभी मैम अल्मोड़ा से हूँ. अभी लास्ट यस्टरडे मैम आपके यहाँ से मैम पूरी एक टीम आई थी, पिथौरागढ़ में उन्होंने विजिट किया है मैम. आपने इसका ट्वीट भी किया था मैम. थैंक यू मैम. इसमें मैम कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स हैं कि डेटा कलेक्शन वाला जो इशू किया गया है मैम, जो ऐप के थ्रू हम कर रहे हैं. एक्चुअली नॉर्मली मैम जो मोबाइल हैंडसेट्स एक पीपल्स के पास होते हैं, उसमें जीपीएस के सारे सैटेलाइट्स जो हैं वो नहीं आ पाते हैं. ये एक टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम है कि हर एक मोबाइल में वैसी सुविधा नहीं होती कि चाइनीज जीपीएस, ग्लोनास या बेडू या जो भी सैटेलाइट्स हैं वो सभी उसको रिसीव कर पाए, सबके सिग्नल्स कर पाए. इस वजह से मैम एक्यूरेसी वाली जो प्रॉब्लम आती है, हालांकि उसको एड्रेस किया गया है मैम. तो हिमालयन बेल्ट के लिए, चूंकि आप भी मैम हिमालयन बेल्ट से ही आती हैं, तो मैम थोड़ा सा जो है कुछ वो कीजिएगा और
सुनिए,
दूसरा
अब आपका क्वेश्चन समझ में आ गया। एक तो बताइए कि अल्मोड़ा में है कितने वाटर बॉडीज?
मैम 3 मेजर वाटर बॉडीज हैं मैम। रानी झील है हमारी, और कोसी का जो हमारा आर्टिफिशियल लैंड
के
है।
लिए आपको एक मोबाइल ऐप नहीं मिल रहा है?
नहीं, ये हो जाएगा मैम। एक्चुअली हाँ मैम, नेक्स्ट आगे भी बता रहा हूँ मैम, मेरे क्वेश्चन बहुत सारे थे मैम। एक चीज ये थी
तो
कि
एक चीज, 1 मिनट,
जी मैम,
ये सब कहानी मत बोलिए। हम लोग सब डीएम रह चुके हैं, 3-4 सेट मोबाइल।
वो हो जाएगा
डीएम
मैम।
चाहे तो वैसा जीपीएस
ये
वाला दे सकता है
ये
इधर
छोटा
उधर से।
इशू था मैम, जिसको पुट फॉरवर्ड किया।
इसको
बड़ा इशू
इसको मत
लेके आते हैं
लाइए, ये तो हम
मैम।
सुनेंगे भी नहीं।
मेरा मैम सबमिशन
इम्पोर्टेंट
ये है
क्वेश्चन है तो पूछो, फालतू फालतू मेरा टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करो।
मैम। है मैम, एक्चुअली क्या है कि हमारा जो साइंटिफिक एक्शन
सबसे
प्लान।
पहले अच्छा हमको ये लगा कि क्लैप की एक जल शक्ति केंद्र है जिसका आदमी इतना क्वेश्चन पूछ के एमडी को अरेस्ट कर रहा है।
थैंक यू मैम। मैम मेरा सबमिशन है कि जो
जल शक्ति है
इनिशियल फर्स्ट मैम प्रेजेंटेशन दी गई थी डिस्ट्रिक्ट साइंटिफिक वाटर कंजर्वेशन प्लान के लिए, उसमें मैम जीआईएस बेस्ड उसको बनाना है। तो जीआईएस के लिए हमें जो है डेटा भुवन ऐप, भुवन की वेबसाइट है, इवन बहुत सारी वेबसाइट हैं, उनसे लेने के लिए निर्देशित किया गया था, जो गाइडलाइंस आई थी। उसमें मैम सबमिशन ये है कि वो डेटा जो है हमें मतलब जीआईएस फाइल फॉर्मेट में डाउनलोडेबल नहीं होता। विजुअलाइजेशन के लिए वो वहां पे अवेलेबल होता है, बट इट कैन नॉट बी डाउनलोडेड इजिली, और उसको इफेक्टिवली डाउनलोड हम नहीं कर पाते। दूसरा मैम सबमिशन ये था कि ऑलरेडी मैम सॉइल एंड लैंड यूज सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया जो है, उन्होंने पूरे इंडिया का माइक्रो वाटरशेड एटलस बना रखा है, और उसमें उन्होंने उसकी कोडिंग कर रखी है। तो जितने भी हमारे वाटरशेड हैं, या हम जो इस तरह के प्लान बना रखे हैं, उसमें ईच एंड एवरी माइक्रो वाटरशेड का एक स्पेसिफिक यूनिक कोड है। तो वो यूनिकनेस पूरे पैन इंडिया लेवल पर अगर आ जाएगी तो वो भी एक अच्छा रहेगा, और हमको उस चीज को
एक एक करके बोलो, चुप रहो। थैंक यू, ये बहुत अच्छा आइडिया है, ये लिख लो। और दूसरा ये है कि कोई भी डेटा सेट, हम ये नहीं बोल रहे हमारा ही यूज करो, कोई भी सरकारी अच्छा डेटा सेट अगर तुम्हारा स्टेट ने कुछ बनाया है, प्लीज यूज इट फॉर योर डिस्ट्रिक्ट साइंटिफिक वाटर प्लान। और ये जो तुम बोल रहे हो इसके बारे में मुझे कुछ और पता करना होगा। डीओएलआर का बनाया हुआ है?
यस मैम, ये डिपार्टमेंट इसका लिंक
तुम लोग के लिए सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट स्प्रिंग्स है, स्प्रिंग शेड है।
जी मैम, हमारे लिए स्प्रिंग शेड मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट है। और उसी के रिगार्डिंग मैम मेरा दूसरा सबमिशन है कि सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया ने मैम, जब 60s में यहाँ का सर्वे हुआ था पूरे इंडिया का, तो उस टाइम जो है सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया ने हाइड्रोग्राफिक यूनिट्स।
पहले तुम बताओ तुम हो कहाँ से? तुमको हम मास्टर ट्रेनर बनाने वाले हैं, अपना नाम बताओ।
मैम शिवेंद्र प्रताप सिंह मैम, अल्मोड़ा डिस्ट्रिक्ट से हूँ मैम। मैं यहाँ पे पहले कोसी रिवर रिजुनेशन प्रोजेक्ट चल रहा था, उसमें मैम रिसर्च स्कॉलर हूँ। अर्थ साइंस मेरी फील्ड है और जीआईएस स्पेशलाइजेशन है।
अच्छा ठीक है, तुमको हम लोग यूज करेंगे फॉर ये।
तो मैम
तुम जल शक्ति केंद्र को कैसे अलाइव करना है और ट्रेनिंग देना है, क्या क्या, ये ठीक है
मैम।
इसमें अल्मोड़ा से इसके बारे में ये करेंगे।
मैम
ये हो गया तुम्हारा सेकंड क्वेश्चन। कोई भी डेटा तुम कहीं से भी, ऑथेंटिक डेटा अपडेटेड होना चाहिए। पुराना बाबा आदम के जमाने का डेटा हम नहीं मानेंगे, एकदम नया डेटा। अगर तुम्हारा स्टेट कुछ काम कर रहा है, जैसे बहुत सारे स्टेट्स हमसे बहुत आगे हैं, उड़ीसा, तो वो सब यूज कर सकते हो इन योर डिस्ट्रिक्ट।
मैम इसमें सबमिशन ये है कि जो भी हमारा जीआईएस डेटा इन सब चीजों के लिए यूज होना है, इवन चाहे वो वायरस पोर्टल पर हो या बाकी जो जैसे सीटीआर से रिलेटेड पोर्टल हो, उसको इजीली अवेलेबल हो, डाउनलोडेबल हो इन एटलीस्ट इन द जीआईएस फॉर्मेट। रीजन बीइंग कि मैम हर जगह इंटरनेट अवेलेबल नहीं हो पाता और हम उस चीज को एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाते।
समझ गए, ये नोट कर लिया गया।
एंड मैम
ये हो जाना चाहिए
मैम,
ये हो जाएगा
मैम। आपकी तरफ से एक मैम, इनको जो सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया है, इनका मैम पोर्टल है indiamaps.gov.in। उस पर जो है इन्होंने हाइड्रोग्राफिक डेटा को डाल रखा था। अभी वो डेटा उनके पास है और उसको पूरा डिजिटाइज किया जा चुका है।
फोटो खींचो यार, जल्दी खींचो, इसको ट्वीट किया जाए।
मैम मैं आपको वो मैं आपको लिंक्स इसमें चैट में भी शेयर कर रहा हूँ मैम। तो उस डेटा का मैम अगर हम यूज करते हैं तो वो हमारा बहुत सारा टाइम सेविंग हो जाएगी, जिसकी वजह से चीजों को करना थोड़ा सा आसान हो जाएगा और हम इसको थोड़ा जल्दी भी कर पाएंगे। एंड मैम जो
कौन सा रजिस्ट्रार ऑफ इंडिया को लिखना
जी
होगा।
मैम, indiamaps.gov.in
ये फ्री डेटा नहीं है, खरीदना पड़ेगा क्या?
नहीं, ऑलरेडी इन्होंने, हाँ हम लोग को खरीदना पड़ेगा, बट मैम आपकी तरफ से अगर लेटर चला जाएगा तो फिर वो जो है इसको आपके JGM पोर्टल पे अगर डाल देंगे, डाउनलोडेबल कर देंगे,
बहुत अच्छा आइडिया है, हम
बहुत
ट्राई
easy हो जाएगा। तो ये मैम एक सबमिशन था मैम, मेनली 2 सबमिशन थे, यही थे जो कि हमें करने
बहुत
मैम।
अच्छा, चुप हो जाओ, अब दूसरे को बोलने का मौका दो, तुम हम लोग के ट्विटर पे आ रहे हो।
जी मैम, एक सबमिशन हमने भेज रखा अल्मोड़ा जल शक्ति केंद्र का मैम, शिव मोहन सर से भी बात हुई थी मेरी, आप प्लीज कंसिडर कर लीजिएगा मैम।
क्या?
एक सबमिशन प्रपोजल ऑफ जल शक्ति केंद्र भेजा है मैम हमने। आप
5 लाख रुपया दे रहे हैं, 150 डिस्ट्रिक्ट के हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट को मिलेगा एक टाइम ग्रांट 5 लाख रुपया। आई होप अल्मोड़ा तो 150 में है तो होना चाहिए, और तो 5 लाख रुपया ही हम लोग दे सकते हैं, उससे ज्यादा नहीं।
बाकी मैम हम
कोई और प्रपोजल भेजोगे तो वो प्यार से रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा। 5 लाख वन टाइम ग्रांट दे रहे हैं हम लोग सारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स, 150 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स को। बाकी तो बहुत लोग इंटरेस्टेड हैं अभी, हम इसको इतना बड़ा बनाना चाहते हैं ना, कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र से भी बड़ा, तो ADB वेडीबी इंटरेस्टेड है। तो देखो अगर हम लोग को लोन वोन मिलता है तो ये गेम चेंजर ये केंद्र हो सकता है।
इतने बड़े स्केल पे इंडिया में नहीं हुआ था, एंड थैंक्स फॉर पूरी टीम के एफर्ट्स और आपके एफर्ट्स मैम, इसके लिए थैंक्स फॉर।
नहीं, हम तो शॉक्ड हैं कि एक इतना अच्छा ऑलरेडी, मतलब जिससे तुम क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हो हम ही नहीं जानते, हम ही लोग को एजुकेट कर रहे हैं। ओके, नेक्स्ट।
Ma'am, may I? I'm Sushila from Rajasthan. Ma'am, a few queries I can reply what he has raised. Like he was asking about the data. So every state.
Sushila has been instrumental. She is from Rajasthan WRC, ये क्या? Watershed Development Department, and she has been instrumental in helping in streamlining of the JSA app. Sushila को ले आओ इस पे पिन पे।
So, ma'am, he raised some questions about the
video. हाँ.
Yeah, ma'am, he raised some questions about the data availability. So, just probably every state, like because under the watershed program of PMKSY, every state remote sensing centers have a data required for water conservation plan on the scale of 1:10,000. And moreover, there's a new geospatial policy released by Government of India, which says that any data that has been prepared using the government public funds should be provided free of cost to any other government organization asking for it. And if some private organization is asking for it, then at some nominal cost, it can be provided. So probably now this issue will not pop up of acquiring the data. The other thing is that, ma'am, because we are preparing a conservation plan, and
where is that OM which says कि ये freely available है?
Ma'am, this is a geospatial policy. I'll share with the JP Singh sir because I have the copy of it. It has been released by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. And also, ma'am, all the states are in the process of preparing this digitized Khasra map under the National Land Record Digitization Program. And that data is wonderful, ma'am. If whichever state has completed the task, they can use that data for preparing this water conservation plans, because in Rajasthan we have used it and we have shared it with Central Groundwater Board also, the conservation plans. And based on that conservation plan, this recharge master plan of the state has been prepared. What we did was that we identified all the available water bodies. Then we prepared the streams of different orders, giving agroclimatic zone a logic. And whatever bodies were geotagged, they were superimposed on these drains. And whatever untapped drains are there, we have proposed at least one water harvesting structure over it, looking to the length of the stream and the catchment of the stream. So it would be within a month, this exercise can be carried out in a scientific way of preparing the conservation plans.
So Sushila, you will become our master trainer for district scientific conservation plan. And
Will
you're
happy
also going on Twitter. Your
Will
full
happy
name
to do
is
it, ma'am.
Sheila what?
Will happy
Okay,
to do it, ma'am.
Sheila Jadhav also is going on Twitter today as our master trainer.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, few other things, because we are already going to change this MIS portal and sync with the mobile app. So the first thing we need to do is that the attributes of both the applications, the attributes that are being filled in the MIS portal and the attributes that are being captured through the mobile app, they should be same so that the person does not have to do an entry on the portal. Whatever entries are being done are done on the mobile app. And also, ma'am, some attributes.
Please note, and Umesh, please note.
The other thing is, ma'am, some attributes also need our attention. Like there should be some change in the attribute filling. Because when the person goes to the field, basically, ma'am, these are the things which we have learned from our mobile app. There's a sunlight, so the person is not very it's not easy for him to see all such lengthy attributes. So if most of the things can be captured through the drop downs and can be reduced, and for every activity all the fields are not mandatory, so if something can be done in this context. Also, for some of the activities does not need individual tagging. So like for afforestation, we are capturing only the number of plants that are being planted. Similarly, for water harvesting, some activities that are proposed under Jal Shakti Abhiyan, like stagger trenches, they can be, we can ask the number of stagger trenches over there, constructed in that particular patch, wherever the person is going. So it will make the task very easy. And also the data would be very much of use, because this is a very small structure, 10-meter length structure, and hundreds of are constructed in a small patch. So that will ease our job, ma'am. Also, ma'am, in the just now what Umeshji was showing was that there's a department name coming up in the mobile app. So if this can be kept in the port, now the thing would be resolved, I believe, because there would be simple, there would be syncing of the two. But currently we were facing the problem that the department name was not there in the MIS portal. So it was hard for us to monitor which department is not updating the data, because there are multiple departments who are converging to in this Jal Shakti Abhiyan, ma'am. And also, ma'am, if we can, SNOs can be given the right to drill down to the last step, because there are some errors being done.
Sheila, on that I'm in disagreement with you, because see, it's not our duty to ease your work. मुझे बस ये चाहिए, अगर हम बहुत ज्यादा कुछ फील्ड्स बना देंगे, जो भी काम कर रहा है वो नहीं होगा, परफेक्ट एनिमी ऑफ गुड हो जाएगा. तो ये अभी छोड़ दो, हम लोग को एक पॉइंट चाहिए. अब जैसे वहाँ JSK में if Mr. Singh is going to upload the data, तो वो तो ना कोई डिपार्टमेंट है ना कुछ है. So see, every state will have its own mechanism. They will have to work out that thing. I am not going to get into that. I'm very clear about it.
Okay, ma'am. So download facility of all the completed works that have been uploaded. So, and ma'am, if this is all from my side, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Sushila. And anybody else? की क्लैरिटी हो गई ना? अभी थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम चलेगा, बट हम लोग व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बना देंगे. आप लोग ये कर लीजिए, अपने टेक्निकल ऑफिसर्स का नंबर शिव दीक्षित को भेज दीजिए, श्रवण को भेज दीजिए.
सर कोडरमा मैम, गुड इवनिंग मैम.
कौन हो?
कोडरमा झारखंड से DIO मैम बोल रहा हूँ मैम.
डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोडरमा. हाँ,
कोडरमा झारखंड मैम.
हाँ, बोलो
मैम. एक्चुअली डाटा जो है इसमें जल शक्ति अभियान के थ्रू जो वाटर बॉडी इंटर्ड है मैम, उसका जो डाटा हम लोग डाउनलोड करते हैं तो 1 by 1 विलेज बाय विलेज हम लोग डाउनलोड करना पड़ रहा है. उसको 1 गो में अगर डाउनलोड करने का ऑप्शन एक्सेल शीट में दे दिया जाता तो अच्छा होता मैम, जिससे हम लोग वेरिफिकेशन कर पाते कि ऑलरेडी इंटर है डाटा, उसको फिर से हम लोग इंटर ना करें उसको.
ओके, बहुत अच्छा है. क्या कर सकते हैं श्रवण, बोलो.
सर वो डिस्प्ले तो जैसे हो रहा है ऐसे होगा, बट एक्सेल में डाउनलोड करने का हम प्रोविजन दे देंगे एक साथ.
वन को मैं दे दिया, जैसे पूरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट का मैं ब्लॉक वाइज एक ही बार डाउनलोड कर लूं.
अगर एक साथ हम सारा डेटा देंगे तो बहुत टाइम लेगा मतलब शो होने में, इसलिए वो ऐसे ही होगा. बट डाउनलोड के जो फैसिलिटी है वो सारे का हो जाएगा एक साथ के लिए.
सर ओके सर. एंड ऑल्सो मैम कि जो इसमें मिशन अमृत सरोवर है मैम, उसमें जैसे हम लोग रजिस्ट्रेशन जो साइट.
हाँ क्या, सॉरी,
अमृत सरोवर के लिए जो ऐप है मैम, जो इंस्पेक्शन ऐप है, उसमें हम लोग अभी रजिस्ट्रेशन जो कर रहे थे उसको क्लोज कर दिया गया मैम। तो क्या
अच्छा,
वो
तो हेलो धर्मवीर, वो टेम्पररी है
मैडम, वो टेम्पोररी है, कुछ डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है। कल भी इनको हमने बताया था, गेटिंग पैनिक फॉर बट ही शुड अवॉइड। और हमने ये सजेस्ट किया कि ऑल डिस्ट्रिक्ट शुड कम थ्रू कमिश्नर, जो कि नोडल ऑफिसर है मैडम। हमारे लिए स्टेट में नरेगा कमिश्नर अमृत सरोवर का मिशन नोडल ऑफिसर है, और सच क्वेरी शुड कम थ्रू हिम और हर। और तो हमने अमृत सरोवर के लिए व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बनाया हुआ टेक्निकल इश्यूज के लिए, उसमें पोस्ट कर दी। तो क्या होगा, इजी हो जाएगा काम करने में। अदरवाइज इन्फॉर्मेशन ये है कि शाम तक ये ऐप पूरी तरह से रेडी हो रहा है, तो लेट इवनिंग तक के बाद सब इजीली उसको यूज कर सकते हैं।
हम आज इसीलिए मीटिंग रखे हैं कि हम लोग भी एक्सपोज हो और तुम लोग भी एक्सपोज हो स्टेट के सामने। ठीक है, और जल्दी जल्दी बोलो, को डरना, सारा टाइम तुमको थोड़ा ना दे सकते हैं।
ओके ओके, थैंक यू मैम।
हाँ ओके, और एनीबडी एल्स? क्योंकि हम लोग आई थिंक वी हैव क्लैरिफाइड अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। एनीबडी एल्स? ये डीसी लोग, डीसी तो है ही नहीं, एडीएम सब है, एडीएम को कोई माने क्वेश्चन नहीं है, एक भी एडीएम को। ओके, एनीवे, एम आई सौम्या, तुमको कुछ बोलना है? सौम्या इज द सौम्या एंड प्रियंका द women behind the water body sensors. तो तुमको कुछ बोलना है?
Ma'am, nothing as of now, ma'am. Later we'll see, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
ठीक है, then if nobody has any, we are making a WhatsApp group, or in case you need another session after maybe 15 days or so, because I'm allowing this transition to take over, and तब तक लेकिन don't stop filling the data. CNO report में हमें कोई GIS VIS नहीं चाहिए, DC के checklist में कोई नहीं चाहिए, जहाँ GIS चाहिए बस वहीं पे तुम लोग देखे हो, एंड्रॉइड से करो। और ये कोई बहुत बड़ा बात नहीं है, जो भी इसको तिल का ताड़ बना रहे हैं उन लोग को बोलो कि चुपचाप से डिस्ट्रिक्ट से एक फोन इशू कराए और जाके मतलब ये कर ले। कुछ कुछ स्टेट्स में, हम तो भाई नॉर्थ ईस्ट से है, तो वहां जब मिल सकता है तो आई रेफ्यूज टू बिलीव कि आजकल कहीं फोन और इंटरनेट अवेलेबल नहीं है। लेकिन स्टिल हम लोग ऑफलाइन, श्रवण कौन करेगा ऑफलाइन? ये ना एक्चुअली, हाँ NIC गिरीश ऑफलाइन सबसे पहला।
ओके मैम।
तो गिरीश तुमको क्या बोलना है? अब तुमको हम लास्ट वर्ड्स दे रहे हैं बिफोर थैंक यू। कितना दिन में क्या करोगे?
अभी काम शुरू करने दीजिए, मैं तब बोलूंगा। मैं व्हाट्सएप पे हूँ, मैं उसे बता दूंगा सर। मुझे अभी ऐप देखना
है। देखो 1 महीने का टाइम है एकदम सब ठीक कर देने को, बट आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग रिजल्ट्स इन 15 days। ठीक है, और मे बी आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग इट यस्टरडे। चलो, थैंक यू, ऑल द बेस्ट, एंड थैंक यू ऑल फॉर हैविंग द पेशेंस फॉर द मीटिंग।
Thank you, ma'am.